Alright, hi guys, this is Carmex from ZvP BO, and this game's shit. I totally forgot. Oh yeah, this is a ZvP on Python, and this game, doing basically another normal standard Zergvis Protoss build order. I want to show you guys how there's lots of build orders like right at the start for Zergvis Protoss. The most common one you guys probably all know is 12 hatchery build order. That's one of them, but there's lots of other ones, and they all make like a big difference. It might not seem like it for other players that don't play Zerg, but like at my level, when you play, you're pretty much good with all races. You know that the small things make a difference. Basically, I mean, like if you're doing a 12 pool rather than a 12 hatch, and then that makes a huge difference. And if you're doing a 9 pool like before Overlord, and then if you're doing a 9 pool after Overlord, that also makes a huge difference. And there's basically like your strategy changes according to what you're starting, like when you get your pool and when you get your first hatchery. And yeah, the standard one is 12 hatch 11 pool, except there's lots of other types of build orders that do a normal that change the way the game goes. And this game I'll be showing you guys the standard one, 12 hatch 11 pool. Mainly it's standard because it counters pretty much any type of like rush, like 2-gate. It can be 2-gate, and if your opponent fast expands, yeah, you can go get your third hatchery, and it's pretty safe and standard. So that's why people like to do this. But again, this is where my build order switches out of standard. Right now, as you can see, he got his gateway, so I cannot get my third hatchery like this soon. So I'm going to be going for early gas and try to get some early hydras out, and maybe some early harassment. This is basically a 2-hatch build order when you get your first hatchery and then you get your gas. Although you can fake your opponent by getting your first hatchery gas, and then don't use your gas, just keep it empty and get your third hatchery, and your opponent's going to get cannons at his main and he'll be really behind because you're faking him out. It's kind of a small thing to do. And right now I'm getting my drones at my gas because obviously I'm doing a 2-hatch air build, and right now I'm just making some more drones and some Zerglings. Again, he only has one gateway, so I know I don't have to overspend in that many Zerglings, because one gateway doesn't means like very limited amount of Zerglings, Zealots, and so it's not going to be that hard to defend against him. And now, as you can see, he has one Zealot in my main, and I'll micro a little bit, make sure none of my drones die, and he's going to have to fight one Zealot he's going to have to fight one Zealot with 4 Zerglings. And as you can see, I'm trying to micro a little bit. My micro failed me a little bit by making one of my Zealots die. Zerglings die, and I killed that Zealot off, so 1 Zealot for 1 drone. I guess that's a fair deal. Yeah, so right now I'm getting 1 sunken colony just to make sure I'm permanently safe and from any sort of Zealot rush. And now I'm getting my lair also, so I'm going to be really ahead economic-wise. And I'm hiding my tech-wise, and now I'm hiding my drone in the corner so I can scout to see what type of tech he's going after. His one gateway failed, and although I don't really recommend Protoss players to do one gateway like that. He's sure he got his gas, so I'm expecting some server harass or some DT harass. Except 2-hatch, so their game really beats it. And now, I saw his Stargate, so I know he has a cybernetics core, and I don't think he has any hatchery because again, this is the advantage. I'm gonna try to get my Zerglings in here. I actually screwed up there. I was gonna make my drones stop right at where those Zealots were, so basically the Zealots would float apart, and I would have gotten my Zerglings through, and they would have harassed a lot. And now, well, they could have gotten through there, except now I didn't think they'd get through, so I was just expecting to go up and down, except they actually did, so I lost a few there. And now, again, I'm not going to lose any Zerglings here because I'm prepared. I'm looking at this, as you can see, and I'm constantly macroing while I'm doing this, if you guys noticed. And I was just about to say, by the way, I got my hatchery done, so now I'm gonna get my spire when the time is right. And when the time is right, never mind. What was I gonna say? I totally forgot. And by the way, I'm doing post-game commentary again. This audio is a good month after this video, so if you guys see something said in this video is a month. Well, from when it's on YouTube, when you guys are all watching this, I think this video is actually 2 months before, because I actually have 10-15 videos already ready to be posted before I actually post them, just so in case my Starcraft screws up, I still have a lot of videos just in case. And by the way, now I'm getting my hatchery, my Hydralisk den also, so you're going to be expecting early lurkers. And early lurkers, this is a good thing to do, because as you can see, I saw his Stargate up, so I know he's going to be having some sort of coursers out, and basically I need some Hydralisk to defend against those coursers. And now, as you can see, his first courser is out, so he's going to be harassing me a little bit. I don't think he saw this one. He probably did. I'm not really sure. But again, I interrupted myself like 5 times there. But I was just about to say, this is the thing when you play another race and you try to master it and you try to be good at the other race. Like, I play Protoss and I'm trying to be good at with Zerg, right? So I basically know, like, as a Protoss player, I know at this point he's gonna have this, and at this point he's gonna have this, and like, I know how to counter what he does, considering just because I'm a Protoss player, and that's what really helps. Like, if you play like all 3 races and if you're good with them, you basically know what to use, what to counter what. Like, if you guys get that, I know I'm really confusing there, but basically, like right now, I'm 100% sure his Templar Archives is just finished, and his DT should just be popping out. And he should have around 2-3 coursers. If he doesn't, that means he only made 1 courser to scout, and so he should be getting his forge and an expansion. And all this knowledge is mainly because I've been playing Starcraft for around 8 years, and I'm good with all 3 races, and I know how they all work. And right now, I've got to contain outside his base because I know as a Protoss player, if you do a 1-hatch lair game, a one base tech game, this really hurts. And as you can see, again, timed it out perfectly. The DT was out right when I thought it would be, and basically microing the crap out of, not microing, just having superior knowledge over him. And sure, he did beat this, except I was sunken at my main, and I have Hydralisks over here, and Lurkers are going to be coming out very shortly. I didn't expect that Overlord to die, but it did, so tough luck for me, but it doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, this is the good thing about playing all 3 races a little bit. Like, you know when the other race does something. Sure, it's best, like, my Tyranverse Protoss and my Zergers Protoss I probably have the most knowledge about, like, my enemy, mainly because I'm versing a Protoss player and I play Protoss, so I have, like, if you guys get it, like, right now he got his expansion and I know what he's going to have. He's going to have around 2 gateways. He's going to have Templar Archives. Well, obviously he has Templar Archives. He should, if he's a good Protoss player, he should be getting Templars and Storm Research, and he's not nearly close enough to getting a Robo right now. I know that for sure because I know Protoss players get Robos a lot later than what time it is right now for him. And now he has 1 courser out. It's not going to do anything. I have Hydralisks here to kill it. And I know a Lurker Contain really hurts Protoss that do one base tech game, and so I'm going to do a Lurker Contain on him right now. I'm going to get a few Overlords and then I'm going to start containing him, and that really hurts. And I also know drops really rape Protoss armies, and I know, like, I'm basically, like, making it clear that it's very helpful to play all 3 races, because then you know what the other race is going to do. And sure, that takes a lot more experience than just playing 1 race, except it helps out, like, a lot. And now I'm getting a creep colony here because as a Protoss player, again, I know that the best thing for a Protoss to do at his situation is to go for a DT drop, and so I'm going to be prepared for that. And I know how badly DT drops own Zerg, so I'm going to know how to defend it because I own Zerg with DT drops. So this game is clearly showing that it's really important to basically, well, it's not really important, it's really helpful to play with all 3 races. And now I have a Lurker Contain outside his base, and I need some Hydras there too, because again, as a Protoss player, I know that to kill observers, the worst way my observers die is with Hydralisks. And now I think one of my Lurkers are gonna die. No, actually, oh crap. Okay, that was a really good storm on his part. Very bad, stupid. That was very stupid on my part. But whatever. I still got the contain on him, and now that was very good on his part. But whatever. I got the contain on him right now, so I'm gonna just constantly rally stuff out here because I have an Overlord, and so absolutely nothing can get out besides air, like from his own base, like shuttles and stuff. But I'm gonna have defenses at my own base to defend against any sort of air harassment. And now I have my Lurkers. I'm spreading them out because, again, well, this is kind of common that you really want to spread your Lurkers out so the storm doesn't kill you. And again, as a Protoss player, I know I'm repeating this constantly, but I really want to make it clear that it's important, it's helpful to play all 3 races. I was just about to say, as a Protoss player, I know that you send your Zealot out to see where the Lurker is located, and then you storm it so it can die. And so as a Zerg player, I just counter that by making my Lurker unburrow and then burrow somewhere else, so he wouldn't be able to storm it as easily as he would be able to otherwise. And again, that helps a lot. And so, yeah, right now I'm basically getting drop research because, again, I know drop owns Protoss, and I'm getting my 3rd expansion up so I can be economically tied with my opponent. And he got his expansion late, so I guess right now I am kind of economically tied with him. And I have Overlord speed, so I might be setting up for a fake drop right now. I've actually done this fake drop before. it's very helpful because fake drops basically make their Protoss player make their whole army go to their main, and then you can go attack them when their whole army is at his main. It's really helpful. And again, lurker containment, you want to spread your lurkers out so none of them get hit by 2 storms, and make it as wide as possible so nothing can sneak past. It's really helpful. And right now, I'm just macroing up, doing whatever I can to just pump out more units and be in par with my economy. And right now, I'm just basically waiting for him to push out, because I can't really push in right now because he has cannons there, and I don't have any sort of stationary defense. I just have a bunch of units, and now I'm going to be setting up for a fake drop. And if you guys probably don't know what that is right now, basically I'm going to group all my overlords. This is actually where I think I'm kind of go-to with Zerg. Obviously I am not, but basically right now I'm going to be doing a fake drop, as in like I'm going to send all my overlords and to his main in a group, so he's going to be thinking I'm going to drop him. So basically, if he thinks I'm going to drop him, then he's going to send all his units at his main to defend the drop, except there's going to be nothing in those overlords. But then when he does that, his cannons are going to be totally defenseless, and there's going to be nothing to defend them, and then I'll kill them, and then he won't have observers out to kill my lurkers that will kill his natural, so that will be game. Like right now, as you can see, I'm just waiting for him to send all his forces up, and bingo, here we go. Okay, now he sends all his forces up, and this is the critical point in the game. Right now, I'm going to push in and make sure he does have observers out, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to set up a contain, and now I'm making my lurkers target the cannons, making my hydras target the other cannons, and he has all his forces at his main, and now he's going to bring them back to his natural, except now I got his ramp, so now he has to, it's going to be so much harder for him to push out, because I have the ramp advantage, and he can't detect my, as you can see, his observer was not out in time. Now I got to contain on him at his ramp, and now I took out his natural also, and I have to take a little bit of breath, because I just talked so much at once, and now I got my breath, and now as you can see, yeah, he doesn't have anything to detect these lurkers, and he's trying to storm. And now as you can see, he has to run all his probes, and that pretty much, that one small tactic on my part helped me stop mining at his natural, and it might even help me kill his natural. So as you guys can see right there, small things like that help you win the game. Honestly, what did I lose there? I lost like 3 overlords compared to what did he lose? Like his whole natural base, and I didn't do anything. Like I didn't technically engage his army. I just like fake engaged his army. If you guys get what that means, basically like I dropped him when he was expecting that. If he had his whole army at his natural, then basically I wouldn't have been able to break that, because his whole army would have easily defended this one small attack. And now observers are out, except I have the ramp advantage over him, so it's going to be extremely hard for him to push out. And he has 2 dragoons targeting my or hammering at my my lurker egg, but I don't think that'll die, because well, it's hard for 2 dragoons to kill two lurkers without observer there. Unless you're Gosu, then you can just move back. But anyways, right now as you can see, okay, so now he's down to 1 base and I'm up to 3 bases. So yeah, this clearly shows that small things like that help you win the game. And now I have a contain on him, and it's going to be 100 times harder, like 10 times harder, literally, to get out of this containment, because this containment is at his ramp, and basically he can only move units down one by one, and that's going to help me so badly. And again, honestly, like you guys, I can't even explain how much that small like drop there helped me. And now I have lurkers like kind of positioned badly, but it doesn't even matter, because well, they're still really good position. And as you can see, Hydra is to kill here, and now I'm trying to target his observer, but he's running an observer, being really smart by microing that observer around. And micro can be as simple as just moving units back, because that is basically micro. The definition of it is making your opponent have as least units as possible, or having as many units as you can, and conserving your units. So micro can be very simple to very intense. It matters on how much you want to take it, how far you want to take it. And now I'm getting some Zerglings, because he's probably going to go for my 3rd base if he has scouted it, except I highly doubt he has scouted it, because I didn't give him a chance to. And now I have 8 Hydras out. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is his main final push with the Master Goons, and it's very smart for him to push with Master Goons. And now as you can see, his observers are too far out of range, so they can't really detect my lurkers. And now I'm going to target all the observers when they are in range. And he's trying to target my Hydras. That's mainly because then the observers, if he targets my Hydras, then the observers don't die, and then he can break out. Except, as you can see, the lurkers are doing so much damage to him, and he's lost so much. And these 2 dragoons are already weakened, so I'm not going to worry about losing them. And yeah, he still doesn't break out of this. So, and now he has 1 observer, and I'm trying to target it, but it doesn't die. If I had some more Hydras, if I was a Zerg player, I would have more Hydras, and my macro would be better, and he wouldn't have been able to break out of this. But it doesn't matter. And now this lurker is going here to scout for his third expansion. He doesn't have it here. I'm going to make it scout everywhere for that third expansion. And now I'm going to get my third gas at my here. And now it's fully 3 bases versus 1. And there's no way he can possibly win unless he has some, like, actually, never mind. There's no way he can win. And now I'm going to try to get this observer that's left. Mainly because when that dies, the lurkers won't die, and that observer does not die. Great, that sucks. But I have enough Hydras to kill off his Dragoons, and I killed his observer too, so that's great. Now I still have a lurker to contain on him. And he says GG because this is game. And guys, think of it right now. Quick post-game commentary. The best thing I did there, the main thing that helped me win this game was basically just that fake drop. And what did I lose there? 3 overlords, maybe 4 overlords. Not even. If you guys look in the minimap, I actually lost like 1 overlord, maybe even 0 overlords. So small things like that, small things like that help you win a game. And that clearly shows that, like, if your opponent is good and they react to it, then basically you can easily take advantage of having small having small areas of basically attacking like that. And I can't really explain like what I did there. You guys all saw it. I just did a fake drop so he'd bring all his army, and if he didn't bring his army to his main, then I would never have been able to take out his natural. And if I didn't take out his natural, he would be pumping off 2 bases for the whole game, and he would have had such a bigger chance on winning. But he doesn't because I did that. And that's pretty much it from this game. Look forward to more videos coming out. Comment all parts. I'd like to know what you guys think. And I'm thinking of some quick announcements. Obviously, go check out sc2gg.com, and I guess that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out, people.